Wednesday Talking Points, Matt Brocklebank previews the action. Tom George could have another Skybet Supreme horse on his hands, and Matt Brocklebank can end #X27 wait to see him back in action on Wednesday. The big bite barely made a ripple in the antepost Cheltenham Festival markets following his hurdling debut success. Perhaps it was because it came in a minor maiden hurdle at Chepstow in early November. Or due to the fact that he was no better than midfield in the Weatherbys Champion Bumper in March this year. Maybe it and #X27 because he and #X27 trained by Tom George. Hold on a minute, didn't and #X27 he trained last year and #X27 Skybet Supreme winner? You and #X27 re presumably getting the gist by now that I feel this horse has been drastically underestimated, with 51 widely available for both the festival and #X27 curtain raiser over 2 miles, as well as the 2-mile 5 Ballymore. The 5-year-old was a touch wayward last season, despite winning his first 2 bumpers before being pitched into Grade 1 company. But we shouldn't #X27 be too surprised that a son of Scorpion showed inexperience in his early days. And he was dead straight in sauntering home under Noel Fahilian last month and #X27 jumps Bo, something which bodes very well as he bids to concede a winners and #X27 penalty in the Watch Racing UK and Stunning HD and #X27 introductory and #X27 hurdle at Haydock. Demopoulos is a fascinating recruit for J.P. McManus and Philip Hobbs, having won his sole start over Timber in France, and Noble Warrior made no mistake at Exeter, but the big bite has star quality and genuine potential to send those huge antepost numbers into free fall. If you missed it last week, then Derek's victory in the 6-furlong Novice Stakes is worth revisiting. He hadn't been seen since trailing home last of 10 at Nottingham on his racecourse debut in May, and the betting market didn't quite know what to make of him, it seems. A major steamer early doors, he then drifted right back out to 11/4 a few minutes before the off, before eventually returning the 5/2 favourite. And after appearing pretty raw on his way to post, he returned in some style too, looking beaten when coming under the whip a furlong and a half out before flying home to score with plenty in hand. His trainer, owner and jockey, namely John Gosden, Hamdan Al Maktoum and Jim Crowley, returned for another piece of Gosforth Park action with expensive purchase Al Mashriq at 5.45. Gosden's record on the Newcastle Tapeta stands at an overall strike rate of 27.75, 36%, and 14.38. 37% this season, so anything he sends must be respected, but this son of war front is of particular interest. Bought out of the Keeneland September sale last year, he made a tidy $1.2 million for Bluegrass Thoroughbred, who bred the son of war front out of Thyskin's Theory, who was Group 1 placed a couple of times and beat Blue Bunting 5 lengths in a Newmarket maiden in 2010. She's yet to throw up a significant winner from her 3 progeny to have run so far, the full brother, creative director, taking out a maiden special weight at Presqu'Isle Downs last summer, but Al Mashriq cost the most by a long way, and he's clearly in the right hands to set that record straight. The rest of the meeting at Newcastle is pretty lowly stuff, but if a sprinkling of flat quality is what you're after, then head to Campton's afternoon fixture. Division 2 of the juvenile event includes Saeed bin Suroor's Dubai filly Magic Image making her racecourse debut, as well as the questionably named fellow newcomer Megan Sparkle for Clive Cox, but the real headliner of the day is the Nikki Henderson-trained Verdana Blue. She's having a busy and highly productive time of things, winning on her belated flat debut at Chelmsford in September before going back-to-back to claim a listed hurdle at Kempton and a Grade 2 elite hurdle at Wington. The bid for a fine jumping hat trick came unstuck under a big weight in the Greatwood at Cheltenham, but she was anything but disgraced from the mark of 151, which has been nudged up 1 pound subsequently, with elite second if the caps fits winning at Ascot. She's really classy on her day and will now be kept away from the horrible Windsor turf, instead lining up in the Wildflower Stakes here. It'll be fascinating to see what the flat assessors make of her when it comes around to next summer, With races such as the £1 million Sky Bet are surely factored into long-term plans, even at this stage of proceedings. 21 With the sponsors at time of writing.